Hola amigos, how are you? My name is Juan Estrella and welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna talk about UPS. Perfect, okay, so let's see. In this case, as again, we are just going to talk about the introduction. So UPS is a global logistic company founded in August 1907. So basically it was 113 years ago. The founder was James E. Casey and the headquarters is in Sandy Springs, Georgia, US. Okay, so yeah, let's continue. We are gonna just to check the PE ratio, forward PE, and the PB. In this case, as you see, the PE ratio currently we have a 30.58, as today is January 6th, and the forward PE we have 19, basically 90 points. So again, if it's lower than 20, that's a very good sign. In the price to book, we have currently 25.01. Again, if we just want to buy this specific stock right now, if we just pay the 25, and in case that the next day UPS is in bankruptcy, basically we will just get $1, just to get in mind. For the next space, the insider ownership. So basically, we don't have anyone. So that means that basically no one from the employees, or at least officially, they didn't buy any stock. So we cannot consider something related with that because there is no insider in that specific case. The institution ownership, basically, we have almost 70% of all the stocks. Is owned by the hedge funds, so actually that's a very good sign. That means that basically most of the stocks are owned by them. And the institution transactions, basically it was in the last 3 months, basically, yeah, it was basically neutral. They didn't buy nor sell. Well, actually just sell, but just a minimal amount. So basically it was they just sell 0.05%. In this case, the short float, we have less than 1% of the people who wants to beat the market, or at least to beat this stock. That they are mentioning that they say that the stock will go down, but in case that it can go up, it could be an advantage for us because the short ratio is 186. Now to the next graph, we have two different points again, as I like to consider the relative strength index, and also in this case, for example, when it was the close the date, and as you see, at least as you can see, for example, on the last quarter, or at least for the July 30. Basically, many investors, basically this specific stock overpassed the expectation. Basically, it was 89.68%. Since July, they were having just a very good rally until today's days. Basically, right now we have in this bearing mode for the UPS, but at least it seems that they have it's still a very good point just to buy it. However, please just do your own diligence before considering to buy the stock. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we can just zoom a little bit here, and as you see right now, it finished with $161 basically. And if you want to just buy the stock, yeah, they will be almost exactly the same, $161. Yeah, and now in the next point, we can just zoom a little bit. As you can see, basically over the last months, basically it was overbought this stock until today. Is basically yes, it was very low in this case. And actually, what I'm expecting in this case, I just want to go down less than 30 points or 30% in order just to consider that to buy this stock, because I have the feeling that it could go a little bit lower. But yes, at least for the people who wants at least to buy a couple of stocks, yeah, in case that it goes lower, you can just buy more stocks just to have an average in the price. Now, in this case, I just want to mention in regards of the next image. Basically, for example, in this case, we just have the sector median, and the sector median we have 2746. That and actually, for example, for the forward PE ratio, 1904, basically in comparison with another different stock in another different companies, um, yeah, like for example DHL uh, and other ones, basically they have an average of 27.46 on forward PE ratio. Um, and in the meantime, the forward PE ratio of the UPS, we have a 19 points. So this is another good selling point in order just to consider to buy these stocks. To the next one, I just want to let you know that in this case, we are having right now the current the current PE ratio, the current forward PE ratio. We have a 19 points basically for this year. In the 2020, basically it was an average of 19.31, 2019 14.18, 2018 12.30, 2017 18.32, 2016 18.45, and 2015 16.72. So basically, if we can just consider what was the highest forward PE ratio during the year, we can just see that actually was in the 2020 with 19.31. But yes, if we can just consider that, and the lowest it was in 2018 with 12.30. So yeah, you can just keep in mind that at least between the 12 and 19 points, it could be a very good point just to entry. I mean, for example, for the people who wants to buy at the forward PE ratio of less than 19, yeah, or above at 19, that's okay. There is no any problem. But just remember that this can go even lower. But anyway, this is a very good entry. There is a very good selling point for the entry to enter this stock. Now, passing to the next one, I just want to zoom the two different points for this case. Again, for the earnings per share. Right now, we have a current, basically we have a, oh, sorry. Basically, we have right now a PE ratio of $2.25 earnings per share in comparison from the last quarter. In the last quarter, actually, the last quarter that it was in October 28, 2020, and actually overpassed the expectations over the investors. Basically, it was a difference of 18.15%. It was expected that it would be at $190 per share. However, actually it will come and it was at the end 2.24. So another extra selling point in order to consider just to buy the stocks. And actually, for example, I just want to show you in this case basically the comparison from the quarter in comparison with the last year. So basically in the third quarter for the 2020, basically we have a $2.25 per share in comparison that the third quarter in 2019 basically was $2.03 dollars. So as you see, this is just another extra comparison that, yeah, it's another good opportunity. At least we can just see that it's still growing, and the earnings is basically they are still getting earnings from the UPS side. So yeah, this is another extra good point to selling point that at least this is a stock that is still growing. And actually, even though that also is still growing, this stock also because it is having more than 100 years old in this stock. Basically, we have a forward dividend and yield of the 2.5% each share at the moment, and basically that means that is $4.04 for each share. So yeah, that's another selling point in order that for the people who likes to have for the long term the stocks. So yeah, there is another extra opportunity that you will have dividends, and also you will have a very good opportunity for the growing stock. And okay, so yeah, now we can just go to the news, at least for the last one on January 5th in 2021. And yeah, I just want to I mean, no, I don't want you to. I don't want to give you a lot of good news in for all the stocks that I want to show you. Also, I just want to give you. I want to prefer just to be neutral, and at the end you can just consider if it's a very good selling point for you. In this case, for the news, at least for the last news that I just get. Um, this was basically it says that Amazon makes the first aircraft purchase to expand the cargo network. What does that mean? Basically, that means that there is a more basically Amazon is more competitive and is trying to just push harder. Basically, the logistic to UPS, because actually UPS they're focused only in packages. You know that. But still, Amazon they just want to get also part of the share, the cake. And in this case, currently Amazon is buying 11 used Boeing 767 and 300 planes. That basically is the model. And by the end of the next year, Amazon expects to have more than 85 planes in the service, an effort to speed up the delivery of packages to customers and supplement capacity from such carriers as United Parcel Service. Yeah, actually, this is an extra news. Actually, if you saw my last video regarding of the FedEx, actually this is something actually pretty new. Yeah, just keep in mind about in regards of the FedEx and also the UPS that even though that they are very good opportunities just to buy, just also consider this news. And actually, this is one of the selling points that's the reason FedEx and also UPS were going down for these specific days and weeks because of this kind of news, at least in regards of the Amazon. That yeah, we just need to keep in mind. But yeah, I actually feel very confident just to get into that. I also actually I just have stocks even from the UPS and FedEx, so yeah, I really like the stocks. And perfect. Okay, so yeah, I just want to show you in this case basically we have four different resistance, one from down and over there from up. And yes, as you see, basically starting from August. I mean, actually it was a very good rally since March because of the pandemic. But now, if you see, for example, okay, so yeah, I don't have a screenshot of this, but in this case, we have a quarter in August that it was overcome, and they have overpassed all the expectations from the investors, and that's why UPS got a new highs. And if you see, basically we have a very good rally since August 2020 until almost to the end of November. As you remember, I just want to let you know that as a kind reminder, in November we just have the balls between Biden and Trump, so that's the reason go down. And it was trying again to just go up, but because of the news of the Amazon trying to, now because now the new news about the Amazon that they were buying the planes, and they actually got the 11 at the moment, so that's the reason now it just dropped basically very hard. And as you see, we have also for example another extreme. Actually, for example, as you can see here, the price, don't worry about it, it's because we have a lot of different prices here, but basically it seems that we can just buy it up to less than $157. I think it would be a very good point just to access to enter to the UPS market if it's still having a very good quarter reports. If the quarter reports are getting basically the same as the last months, because of the running situation, yeah, I feel very confident that this will be an opportunity, or at least just to put it on your watch list. Okay, so yeah, finally, just to finish it, I just want to give you the performance. So during the week, it was -4.73. The last month it was -3.71. The last 3 months it was -4.91. The last 6 months it was at +40.68%. And basically since the last 6 days, basically it was -4.37%. So yeah, this is something that you just need to keep in mind. And remember always, eat, sleep, invest and repeat. See you on the next one. Bye.